Hyksos recorded the capture of the town with unconcealed delight.
My soldiers were like lions after the kill, as they carried off cattle and slaves, wine, fat and honey, gleefully dividing the loot.
The Egyptian army now headed towards their ultimate goal, Avaris, the Hyksos capital. Hyksos felt confident that victory is in his grasp.
He taunts the king of the Hyksos and shouts to him he's a coward, that he's no good, that he's going to vanquish him.
But Hyksos would not sack Avaris. The records do not say what happened to him. But on the verge of expelling the Hyksos from Egypt, Hyksos died. Egypt's hopes now rested on the shoulders of his 10-year-old brother, Hyksos. Although his mother had lost both her husband and eldest son to the Hyksos, she now groomed Hyksos to continue the war of liberation they had begun.
Ahmose would have been learning the ways of battle, and his mother and courtiers would have been training him to become a great military leader, and he had the example of Ahmose to follow. So he's got to get it right, not only for his own case, but because the nation depends on it.
After 10 years of preparation, Hyksos was ready to take on the Hyksos. It would be his greatest test. The consequences would determine the rest of Egyptian history. Only one eyewitness account remains of this critical moment. It lies in the tomb of a soldier who fought in Hyksos' army against the Hyksos. The story inscribed on the walls of his tomb, his role in the battle against the Hyksos, is the only written record of what would be the decisive battle for Egypt.
Let me speak to you and tell you the honors I received, how I was decorated with gold. During the siege of Avaris, the king noticed me fighting bravely on foot and promoted me. We took Avaris. I carried off 4 people there, a man and 3 women, and His Majesty let me keep them as slaves.
These few words of an old man are the only record of the historic defeat of the Hyksos by Hyksos' army. Hyksos returned victorious to Thebes. He presented his ceremonial axe to his mother as a symbol of his great victory. The work his father and brother had begun, he had finally completed.
He actually dismissed the Hyksos. His father and grandfather and his brother did start, but he's the one that he actually succeeded to expel the Hyksos away from Egypt.
Hyksos was no longer merely the king of Thebes. He was now pharaoh of a united Egypt.
The reunification of Egypt is crucial. It means a new beginning. It means that Egypt is back to where it should be, as a unified land under the rule of one king, one pharaoh.
It's a seminal moment. It's a beginning moment. There is sometime around maybe 1520 is the opening act in the new kingdom.
Hyksos attributed his victories to one source, the god Amen-Re, a mysterious god whose name means the Hidden One. In the darkest recesses of the temple at Thebes, the god spoke to Hyksos.
O my son Hyksos, I am thy father. I set terror in the northlands, even unto Avaris, and the Hyksos are slain beneath thy feet.
The Egyptians were so in awe of Ahmose' victory over the Hyksos that the pharaoh himself was worshipped as a god.
Ahmose, he was a hero. In the eyes of everyone, they were smiling, calling his name, building a chapel for him, asking God to protect him because he's God.
But Ahmose' ambition went beyond uniting Egypt. He wanted gold to build Egypt into a powerful nation. He headed south with his army to Nubia. Some of the richest gold mines in the ancient world were controlled by the powerful Nubian king from his capital here at Kerma. In a series of battles, Ahmose' army crushed the Nubians. Once again, Ahmose was victorious.